Hey, it is after the market has closed on Tuesday, October 13th. It's 4:19 p.m. Central, and I want to talk a little bit about what happened in the market today. First, in the markets are looking correlated, and I don't know if Nasdaq's following Crude or Crude is following Nasdaq. But here's what I'm talking about. They're going a similar pattern, but they had different closes. Nasdaq closed up on yesterday and opened the pre-market down, had flushed down in the pre-market. So the gap run was accomplished to take out that gap, and then it ran up almost to get that 4,400 level that I talked about previously, and it stopped just shy of that at 43.90.75. That's all she could get before it sold off immediately. And here is that level I'm talking about. It's right here at 4,400, and it started in March, went to April, May, June, July, August at 4,400. And so I thought that we would at least get up to that level. We were 10 cents shy of reaching up to it, but it's acting as very strong resistance, very strong indeed, and we really flush back down. So we're back down to 43.39. So it rejected 4,400, which I thought it would, in that first touch. I don't know if it will try to do it again and maybe hit that level before coming back down. It might. I mean, who's to say? But I'm really looking for price to come back down to the middle of this air pocket at 42.80, 42.85.50. At least, and most likely get back down here to 42.60, where this VWAP is on the consolidated composite on the composite profile. You got your value high, your value low, point of control, and VWAP. So I'm really expecting this 42.59.75 for the current VWAP for the 20-day to get retouched. But to revert back to the mean, certainly back to this point of control, and see if it can get through these 1, 2, 3, 4 points of control, previous all stacked up, and come back in here and just churn for a little while and see if price comes back up or not at that point. Tomorrow we have EIA for the oil report, and I know that the markets, the equity markets, have been following suit, doing what Crude is doing. So Crude started selling off this afternoon, and so did the equities. I don't know who's chasing who, but I think it's the equities following Crude. And here is, speaking of Crude, a picture of what happened today. Was the same type of price action, but just in reverse. We closed down in Crude yesterday, had a pre-market that was higher than, so we had to flush down to get the gap run, and then we made the move like the equities did up to the previous point of control and sold off. I mean, picture perfect, right? Previous point of control, sell off. And that's the 10 cents shy of that 43, or this is in the Crude market. This is 48.44. So let me pull up the chart to show you again for oops. Go down to the point and figure charts. Type in $ WTIC, and you can get these point and figure charts, and they show you how oversold this is, and we're coming into nothing but zeros down here. So this is going to have to be, and then we've got a zero on zeros. So we're going to have to start defending this And I know that the oil companies are watching this. This is where, as an investor, you would buy because it's so oversold historically, right? But that's, a lot of zeros. That means the market's selling off, and I'm sure it's going to fly through here if we start getting back down to get through 45. It's just going to tank. So that we're going to have a lot of chop and defending on this 45 to 46 level. So that's a $2 level that can take, weeks to get through. It depends on how long it's going to be and heavily defended. You've got an EIA report coming out tomorrow. We are winterizing, meaning the refineries are offline, meaning higher inventories. And when you have a bunch of higher inventories, the product, there's too much product on the market. You had the IEA coming out confirming that Iran is about to dump 50 million barrels of oil on the market. So it's just not a pretty picture for the price of crude at all. And here is how to trade it on the smaller time frame. And my game plan is to wait for the slope, wait for the turnover, not to trade tops and bottoms ever again, wait for that turnover and slope, and ideally I'm going to do it with the direction guide. But if it's not going to be in the direction guide, and I know from price action, just knowing what my levels are, I can go ahead and take a trade on the momentum with the slope of the momentum indicators, 2 of the prongs, not 3 of the prongs. Right now I only have 2 prongs on here. I usually have 3. But definitely wait for my slope, and then below the point of control on the shorter time frame. This is a 30-minute point of control. So I will wait for this 30-minute to close. I won't even worry about getting in a trade. And I'm going to wait for this sucker to turn around, because it's going to give you ample opportunities to get a position. You don't ever have to hurry or wait, hurry or rush for a trade. You'll have many opportunities because crude is a ping pong. It flushes and spikes. It flushes and spikes. And you can take these spikes at a resistance area, a support area, or resistance, like right here at the open. The purple line is the open, the pink. A previous point of control, which is red, or a previous value high, which is red. Any of these 3 points are excellent points or the yellow point of control. Any of those 4 points are great areas to get short if your direction is short. And you want to wait for your slope to turn around. And I use a 20 EMA, very standard. So you see how many opportunities you get to get short. You don't have to race or hurry. Just have a plan on the direction that you're going, and take those trades when they present themselves. This came up, switched around to the long after it broke out of the previous high, or value area high, coming up for that gap run on the RTH chart. So I take a look at both the RTH session and the ETH session, because that's going to give me more trade opportunities than just going off of one session alone. I actually have 3 sessions. I do have a session close chart that I look at also. So, but give yourself time to get positioned for a trade. These markets are correlating. They're all selling off. This just does not look strong market at all. There's no strength in the market right now. It's showing very weak. So take advantage of that and be selling this market tomorrow on that EIA report. This is Julie. I hope you have a lot of prosperity in the markets, and Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Thank you.